How's it going there, YouTube? Here with my buddy TJ, who went top 4 of my locals with his Gold Paladin Gurguit deck. Go ahead and take it away with his deck profile.
Alright, we're going to just start off with grade 3s. We played 2 Gigatech, as he's a good pressure card. Honestly, he's a 10. He becomes 12 when swinging with Vanguard. And during the turns, if you are on Scourge Point or on Radiant Gurguit, he's going to get real big. And there's a lot of pressure. We play 2 Dongle for the boost in and then Intercept when Unite's active. I don't like playing Ezel, honestly, because Ezel's only good with the one matchup Link Joker, and nobody's playing Link Joker anymore because I guess people don't like the deck with the new support, or there's some reason. I just haven't been seeing much of Link Joker. We're playing the 4 Gurguit. If anybody doesn't know what Gurguit does, his Generation Break 2 is Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. At the beginning of the guard step that he's being attacked, look at top 4, call up the 1 to the Guardian Circle, shuffle the rest back. His on stride is when a G unit strides on top of him, Counterblast 1, look at top 4, call 1, the unit call gets plus 2,000 till end of turn. That's it for the 3s. We're going to go on to the 2s. We play 4 Brugal. Simple because he's a 14k by himself when Unite's active and you have Generation Break 1. He keeps pressure, so it's pretty much aggro. He makes the opponent at least drop a 10k, a 5 and 10 at a time, but if he gets bigger, he'll make them drop more. Play 4 Paramore. Counterblast 1 when he's placed on rear guard. Choose one of your... Look at top 3, choose one of them, call it to the same column as them, and Unite gets... And if Unite actually gets plus 2, the Unite is not GB, but the call-in is. This is pretty much a Maka, except Shadow. It's a Gold Paladin, and it's 9k. Play 3 Wheel. I don't play 4. I've seen people play 4, but the deck's too Counterblast heavy already, so you don't need to really play as much Counterblast, because it costs... You're paying Counterblast for this, Counterblast for Paramore, Counterblast for Gurguit, and then also with the... Some of the stride, it's just too Counterblast heavy to be playing more than 3, and he doesn't keep much pressure. For 1, we play 4 stride fodder. That's a Jeffrey. We play 4 stride fodders. Simple stride. If you don't have a grade 3, that's a Gurguit. You can call it, reveal that 3 to add Gurguit to hand. We play 4 Jeffreys to keep the drawing within it. This helps keep hand advantage and helps build up soul for big plays later, like for rather Gurgit's GB2 or for the Stride Gurguit. We play 4 Halo Shield Marks. 4 PGs. I play the OG PGs or regular PGs instead of the unflipped one because you cannot call the unflipped ones off Gurgit's skill, and there's times when you're going to need a perfect guard. And these don't have to be called from hand. They can be called from anywhere in order to get it. So it helps a lot during the game. For my one-ofs, I play a Kugel, help keep them drawing, hand advantage. And then we play Knife, Throwing Knight, the Soul Blast 2, counter on Flip 2. It helps late game when you need a counter blast if you don't have any. For the grade 0s, we're playing 6 stands. Jerry is a 7k booster when Unite's active, and he's part of the counter charge engine too. At the end about the attack to boost it, you shove him soul counter charge. Play Catch Goal just for if we have a empty space open, or if we call him and we don't want to keep him on board and we want something better, we just shove him back in and get something. And if you're stride first in the Scourge Point, he's good to give Scourge Point extra 5,000 power. We're playing 6 crits as well, so we're playing the 6-6 ratio. 4 Flame, 2 Scar. We're playing only 2 Scarface because we're drawing a lot already with the 4 Jeffreys and the Kugel, and also with all the Superior Calling. We don't want to keep drawing because that can cause us to deck out, and it can make our deck really small when we don't want to. And he's also just there for get plus 5,000 to a Gurguit if we needed to. He's rare that we ever use him. And then, of course, the 4 heals, regular heals for the G-Guards and all that. Our start is going to be Knight of Early Dawn Coil, GB1, GB1 Shoving Soul. Look at top 3. Call 1 unit gets +2. Mini Gurguit is what we call him here in Florida. That was it for the main. We're gonna go ahead and hit the G zone. We play 3 Scourge. We play 3 Scourge just because first stride, and then he gets big if you keep Superior Call and stuff from the deck. Technically, he's supposed to be at 1. I've seen a lot of people play 1. I'm playing him at 3 because I don't have anything to replace him with right now. And just in case I need the vanilla stride something, I would go into him, and if I can call at least 1, he gets big and more pressure. 2 Campbell, same reason. A vanilla stride, if I can't Superior Call, have no counterblast, I just go into him, puts more pressure because it is an on-hit effect. We played 2 Golden Dragon Ray, Breath Dragon. He's not supposed to be in here. This is supposed to be something else, but the extra strides, like the extra 2 Scourge points, Campbells, and these are vanilla in case I can't do nothing. He helps with Unite. He gives himself 5 in my front row 3, so it gives more pressure, so which makes my opponent guard more. I play 2 Glorious. Technically supposed to play 4. That's what these dragons are supposed to be. It helps. He's good during early mid game because his effect is Counterblast 1, flip a copy, target 2 gold power and rear guards, put them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Looking at the top 7, you call 1 card from the top 7 up to the number of face-up cards in your G zone. And then if you call 3 or more off his effect, you're forced to countercharge 1, which helps, but it sucks because you also have to soul charge 1 in order to do that. That's the downside to him, is you have to soul charge instead of just countercharging. We played 2 Gurgits, big Gurgits. 1 secret, 1 GR. I like the secret better. I've only 2 because he's not needed anymore because you rarely really go into him unless you're trying to kill your opponent off that turn. Because if you go into him, you better pretty much kill your opponent that turn. If you don't, then you should have went to something else for more pressure. Because he's like a finishing stride. And what he does is Unite, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 2. All your rear guards gain. Choose up to 5 you gold power and rear guards. They get plus 5,000. And he gets plus 5,000 for every gold power and rear guard you have on board. So he's a finishing stride. We play a Seabreeze. Seabreeze, like, it's a pretty much a staple now in every G deck that I've seen. Because some people like playing the grade 2 game. Some people like just can't go to grade 2 and helps get advantage. We play 4 G guards, of course. We play a Screw. Drop 1 plus 10 shield. You don't play Dismal because you don't want to really protect anything. Because everything's going to go right back. That's about it, and he also helps keep guard in case. We play 1 Rias, 2 more rear guards, plus 5,000, so he's a 20,000 power, so he helps. It's just pretty much normal. And we play 2 Slimy. Target 1 of your rear guards, spin it to the bottom, top 5, call 1, shuffle. This helps if you have a trigger you want to put back in deck, or if there's something you don't want to be on board that you want Superior Call later, shove it back in. And it gets to go ahead and be there for a Superior Call and make sure you have 1 more card so you make sure you don't deck out.
All right, so would you like to give us a quick tournament report? What you faced, things you liked to face against, and things you just didn't? Bad matchups anywhere?
I mean, round 1, I played against Spike Brothers, the Rush build. It was a pretty good game. The only reason I won that was because I first tried in the Scourge point, and I hit a critical off my triple drive, which I gave it to a Brugal column, which made it a 31. He would have been able to guard it. He told me after he would have been able to, but he wouldn't have been able to guard or anything, just do anything next turn. So it's rather him die that turn or try something. He wouldn't have survived. So it was a pretty good match. Round 2, I went ahead and played against Neonectar, which was pretty. If I had the Glorious twice, when I Glorious twice, it wasn't that's what saved me, because if I didn't Glorious the second time, she would have went ahead and made columns because of the Bloom ability, and she had a whole bunch in hand, so I had to put pressure there. So, third round, I'm playing against. I played against Gear Chronicle. Gear Chronicle is my worst matchup because somehow it's rather I'm going to tie with them or I lose to them. 9 times out of 10, I'm losing. Gear Chronicle just spins so much and they attack so much, you can't put enough pressure on them to keep them out of ways. Fourth round, I play against Bermuda. I beat Bermuda because I put a lot more pressure on them and they kept bouncing. I was able to guard early against them. When the top 4 play against Shadow's another bad matchup because with Abyss Break Ride combo going live, you have to guard early against them and you can't hit their rear guards really because it's rather they have enough to guard it or they're just able to replenish them and they have enough sources and the crits are real within that deck. So I mean, like, it's our normal locals where we have a lot of variety. It's just Gear Chronicles and Shadow are my worst. Everything else is pretty easy. The mirror match is pretty bad too for gold, I'd say. But other than that, top 4, it was a fun tourney. Had fun with everybody.